13 on Your Sidelines, sponsored by Davenport University. Get where the world is going.
One final go around here on 13 on Your Sidelines, a much shorter version, but still the same fun. I'm Jacob Seuss. We've reached regional weekend. We only have a handful of teams still playing, only a handful of teams playing tonight. So let's get right to the good stuff. We start in Division 3, where Lowell was looking for its first ever win over Zeeland West at Bob Perry Field. The Red Arrows get the ball first and need just 5 plays to score. Mitchell Ike emerges from the pile. He's gone. The home team had a quick 7-0 lead. Later in the opening frame, West on top 8-7, and on their second drive, well, they need just one play. Brandon Holman, this kid is unstoppable. 80 yards untouched. The Ducks led 22-14 headed into the half. Coming out of the locker room, first Red Arrows drive, they go right down the field. Logan Dawson rumbles on in. Lowell gets the 2-point conversion. We were tied at 22, but back and forth we go. Westwood get it right back. Drew Albrecht heads to the air, and he's got a wide open Jonah Leslie. Feels like this play works every game. 71-yard score, 28-22 Ducks after another failed 2-point conversion. That would allow Lowell to take its first lead since that opening drive. Dawson back for a sequel, second straight rushing touchdown. Red Arrows up by 1, headed to the 4th. The Ducks would retake the lead, but with 4 minutes left, Lowell does it again. Merrick Pullen gets to the edge, finds the end zone. Red Arrows up 36-34. 25 seconds left. Zeeland West, they're on the 20, but faced with a 4th and long. The Lowell defense steps up when they need it to the most. Unbelievable game tonight, and it's the Red Arrows who win the regional title, taking down the defending champs 36-34. So who's up next? They'd go on to face either East Grand Rapids or Mount Pleasant. The Pioneers looking for the regional title, their first in a decade, but early second quarter, Mount Pleasant strikes first. That's Graham Phillips, 7-0. But the Pioneers, they would have an answer here. Josh McCune, clean pocket, throws the ball up to a wide open Dylan Buck, makes the grab, puts on a few moves, hits the juke button. He's in for the score. Missed PAT though, so the Pioneers were still down 7-6. And then Mount Pleasant would add on. Next drive, Xavier Kruger with the screen to Zay Rodriguez. He puts on the spin move. Rodriguez in for the score, 14-6. We go closing minutes of the second quarter. Oilers on the move again. Kruger, he's going to throw it into the end zone this time. His favorite target, Rodriguez, comes down with the ball behind 2 Pioneer defenders. 21-6 at the break. There would be no comeback tonight for EGR. Great season for those Pioneers, but it ends here. Mount Pleasant takes this one 28-14. Next up, we go D5. West Catholic and Kalamazoo United squared off for the first time in 8 years, and it takes the Falcons just 5 minutes to score. Capping off the opening drive with a Grady Augustin keeper. West Catholic leads early. United looking to respond. The first play on offense, it goes wrong. Cal Peterson rocking the 81, looking like Megatron going up to get the ball. Falcons take over at the Titans 49. We jump ahead now to 11.5 in the second quarter. Augustin in the shotgun, nobody home, so he's going to run. West Catholic starting to take off. Fourth quarter, West Catholic up 17-0. Colin Abram puts the cherry on top. This would end with a final of 27-0. Falcons keep dancing. They are on to the Final Four as well. Speaking of 4, Division 4, Unity Christian hosted Big Rapids tonight, and our producer of this show, Matt Gard, joins us now with the highlights of that game. Matt.
Jacob, it was the first ever matchup between the Crusaders and the Cardinals. We picked this one up in the second quarter, Unity with a 22-7 lead. Ryer DeVries goes 56 yards, tiptoeing the sideline like SpongeBob trying to steer the Flying Dutchman. You're good, you're good, you're good, and stop. That makes it 30-7 Crusaders. Cardinals would fight back though. Cole Haste keeps it himself, gets in from 5 yards out. That makes it a 16-point game. Unity would make it 38-14 at half. But in the third, Lucas Elliott, he's going to put this game on ice with a 26-yard run. Unity Christian advances to the state semis 52-14. They will go on to face either Portland or Vicksburg next week. Elsewhere tonight, Portage Central wins a close one over Traverse City Central. The Mustangs will face Orchard Lake St. Mary's next week. In Division 6, Reed City's season comes to an end at the hands of Kingsley. The Stags will take on either Kent City or Montrose next week. In Division 7, Pewamo Westphalia defeats Ithaca 42-21. The Pirates will take on the winner of Shelby versus Menominee. And all eyes are on this one tomorrow, the Division 1 regional final between East Kentwood and Hudsonville at 1 o'clock at Eagle Stadium. Hudsonville won the first matchup between these two teams by a single point on a last-second touchdown.
The 13 on Your Sidelines Protector of the Week is sponsored by Lasco Services.
And although the Pioneers season came to an end tonight, East Grand Rapids linemen made 13 on Your Sidelines history. For the first time on this show, we gave out a Protector of the Year trophy, not to a team, but to an individual. Think of it as maybe the Mr. Football, but for linemen. And the guy bringing home the hardware is Grant Adloff from East Grand Rapids. He's only a junior, but he's a team captain, and he already has several offers from schools like West Virginia, Western and Central Michigan, and Toledo. Adloff plays both sides of the football, and South Christian head coach Danny Brown told us he's the best player the Sailors have gone up against all season. And we got to break the good news to Adloff this week at practice.
A little shocked, to be honest, but yeah, definitely feel very grateful to all the coaches, and I've just been working my tail off, especially all these guys. I mean, I could have done it without them.
Grant never comes off the field. He's on our PAT team, obviously. He's on our shield on punt, so he comes out on kickoff and kick return, and that is it. So he has been absolutely dominant offensively and defensively this year.
And then Matt Guard's getting his drum roll ready because it's the moment we've been waiting for. Up next, we're going to introduce you to your 13 on Your Sidelines MVP of the Year.